Welcome to Fox 54 News at 6. I'm Kenesha Dees. A federal judge is giving the family of John Scott Jr. one final chance to keep their $100 million civil rights lawsuit alive. The lawsuit stems from Scott's 2025 death following an encounter with Decatur and Priceville police officers during a mental health crisis. The family alleges officers used excessive force and failed to provide medical care after Scott became unresponsive in custody. You can see footage of this. A federal judge dismissed the lawsuit for a second time over repeated filing and formatting problems, but allowed attorneys until Tuesday to submit a corrected complaint. If they fail, the case could be permanently dismissed. We've learned tonight a Coleman County judge will hold a hearing August 12th on a motion to dismiss the indictment against former girls basketball coach Paige Adams. She's accused of sexual contact with a student. Her defense is challenging the constitutionality of several Alabama laws in the case. Prosecutors must respond by July 22nd, with a defense reply due July 29th. Adams has pleaded not guilty and is currently out on bond. The family of a 12-year-old boy from Hazel Green injured at a baseball field in Albertville has filed a lawsuit against the city. The suit was filed in Marshall County Circuit Court Tuesday, and it alleges the boy, identified only by the initials GW, was putting away his equipment near the exit of a batting cage in late March. It's when a baseball passed through a hole in the netting and hit him on the right side of the head. According to medical records, he suffered a skull fracture, intracranial bleeding, and blood accumulation. The complaint says the batting cages had been shortened from 70 feet to 35 feet, and with existing holes in the netting held together by zip ties, allegedly repaired the same day the victim was injured. The family is seeking compensatory and punitive damages, naming the city of Albertville, Sports Facilities Management LLC, and several others. Fox 54 has reached out to an attorney for the city of Albertville and is awaiting a response. Look above, beautiful blue sky. We see some clouds there. Yes, a bit of cloud cover, but the most sunshine we've seen. A nice change from the rain we saw over Memorial Day weekend and into the week. It was a nice day, perfect day to be outdoors. Joining me now is Fox 54 Weather Impact Chief Meteorologist Jordan Dressman. Jordan, we've seen some of that sunshine, but I hear the rain is still going to stick around this week.
Oh yeah, just because we had some sunshine this afternoon doesn't mean the rain is gone. As much as I wish it would be gone, that's just simply not how this is going to work this time around. It was rather warm and incredibly humid this afternoon. Warmer than I thought we'd be, just because we saw more sunshine than I thought we'd see today. We have seen more cloud cover build into the area over the last couple of hours. A nice cloudy sky. We're looking northbound on Memorial Parkway this evening. We've also seen some of the scattered shower and thunderstorm activity develop mostly across North Alabama, kind of along and north of Highway 72, just to the south of Lexington, kind of hanging out around Rogersville, again, kind of following the 72 corridor in between Athens and Elkmont. If you're in Athens, as a matter of fact, some heavier rain beginning to push its way into your neck of the woods right now. A couple of rumbles of thunder, a couple of flashes of lightning. And then if we kind of get along the 565 corridor, right around Madison, heading up towards Huntsville, folks in South Huntsville probably talking about a little bit of rain, and then some thunder and lightning kind of hanging around in the city of Madison right now. Some pockets of heavier rain. This activity is going to become more widespread as we head into your Friday, and then continues as we head into the weekend. We'll discuss it in just a couple of minutes.
Huntsville City Council meeting happening right now, and some residents have reached out to the council looking to address an issue of too much noise, a long-going issue. At Huntsville City Hall, solutions to traffic noise is on the agenda. Fox 54's Gabe Glassman has more on what this resolution entails and what you can expect in the future if approved.
From a vote at tonight's City Council meeting, Huntsville could start looking into ways to mitigate traffic noise from Research Park. District 4 City Council member Bill Kling says residents living in the Sherwood Park community between Old Madison Pike and Bradford Drive have reached out, citing a rise in traffic noise coming from Research Park. Tonight's vote directs the Metropolitan Planning Organization to request that the Alabama Department of Transportation perform a noise study to find possible solutions.
Basically, there's been problems and concerns that have been expressed to me by both the Sherwood Park as well as the Steeplechase neighborhoods. Both neighborhoods are adjacent to the Alabama Highway 255, or what we call Rideout Road. And traffic has been increasing, and the noise for those people who live there is greatly increased over what it was when they originally bought their homes. Basically what we're doing, and again in the spirit of cooperation, is contacting the Alabama Highway Department, ask them to take a look at this situation to see if there are any remedies that they could come up with.
Kling says similar projects have happened in the past, like placing large bushes on the west part of Governor's Drive, which Kling adds have helped. In Huntsville, Gabe Glassman, Fox 54 News.
Also at tonight's meeting, City Council will be looking at the proposed $22 million TIF 9 project, which would bring expansions to the VBC and other projects. Councilmember Bill Kling says tonight's vote reassures people no raise in property tax will come from this project. Huntsville Utilities warns homeowners that HVAC systems will soon be the biggest driver of summer energy bills. Officials say common mistakes like setting the thermostat too low, ignoring air filters, closing vents, using improper duct sealing, and missing warning signs. All of these things can raise your monthly bill during the summer heat and strain your system. The company recommends regular maintenance and a checkup before peak summer heat hits the Rocket City. If you have any questions, contact Huntsville Utilities at 256-535-1200. Marshall County is opening a new round of funding to expand efforts against opioid addiction. The county's Opioid Funds Committee now accepting grants applications from nonprofits and government agencies for programs focused on education, prevention, treatment, and recovery. Officials say the money comes from opioid settlement funds aimed at long-term community impact. Applications due by July 13th at midnight. You can find a link to the application on fox54.com. Well, we've learned a defense contractor is getting millions to support Army aviation systems at Redstone Arsenal. Torque Technologies received a $17 million contract modification for technical services tied to the Army's aviation mission systems, an architecture project management office. The work will happen at Redstone Arsenal through May of next year. Funding for the contracts includes Army aircraft procurement money and foreign military sales funds. And check this out, a Madison-based tech company now trading on the NASDAQ, adding to the Tennessee Valley's growing technology sector. Octave Intelligence began trading today under the ticker symbol OCTV after splitting from Swedish technology company Hexagon AB last week. The company has more than 7,000 employees across 45 countries and creates software used to manage critical infrastructure, including power grids, rail systems, manufacturing plants, and public safety operations. Today, Congressman Dale Strong made a visit to Huntsville Hospital's NICU unit and pediatric ER. This comes as Strong announced $2.5 million in funding for a new generator that will supply power to the entire hospital in case of a power outage. For the congressman, the visit was a reminder of the work done by doctors and nurses and why the funding was needed.
When we deal with the next bad situation with weather, what we've got is the ability to have this hospital 100% energy effective. And you saw it yourself today, how many babies are being assisted in their ventilation here. That right there is just something that you can't prepare for the day that it happens. You got to be prepared to have it. So it's greater than $2.5 million.
We'll have more from Congressman Strong's tour of Huntsville Hospital and hear from Huntsville Hospital leaders tonight at 9. We do have a Fox 54 traffic impact alert. If you drive through downtown Madison, you'll want to prepare for road closures and soon. The city of Madison says Madison Utilities will begin a major water main project the week of June 8th. Expect a full closure of College Street as crews complete improvements in the area. And once that work is finished, crews will move to Church Street, where single lane and full road closures are expected in phases. Officials hope to finish the project before the fall semester begins in early August. Fox 54 will have a full traffic forecast for you on Fox 54 News at 10.
I don't know what they're going to build, but I think it's going to be cool.
Yeah, kids are excited for what's in store for Big Spring Park and its expansion. A look at how this could impact traffic in downtown Huntsville. Stay with us. Caught on camera, a moment that's gone viral on TikTok between an adaptive athlete and a South Florida deputy during a traffic stop. We explain why. An expansion to Big Spring Park could see detours and delays along Church Street throughout the summer. However, city officials stress that it's not permanent, only while they upgrade the roadway. But it's all for pedestrian access to the site of a new green space for Big Spring Park pictured right here. According to the city, it'll better integrate the east side of the park to the west. Fox 54's Caleb Aguayo brings us downtown to show us the project's impact.
The cones are already going up on the northbound side of Church Street as crews make progress on a pavilion expansion to Big Spring Park. However, a major concern among residents is how the construction could impact traffic.
As is typical in any kind of road construction, we do have to sometimes detour people, and I think for most of the construction, the traffic will be changed to one lane each direction just to accommodate the construction, but then once the construction is completed, it opens back up fully. So we have had questions about, does this permanently alter the travel lanes? And it does not. This in no way affects the travel lanes.
But it will close some of those lanes in the short term. From July 10th until August 14th, Church Street will become a two-lane road as crews consolidate traffic to install a median and a new crosswalk on the southern end of the street.
And residents have mixed opinions about the expansion. While some say they want more green space, others mention the coming traffic delays and road closures along Church Street.
When you have a lot of people walking around and you have things like you have your park, you have your ponds, it's going to get people out. And in my opinion, I think you should prioritize pedestrian safety.
I can't even keep a straight line with my car without, hitting a pothole or something. There's a lot of needs out here, and I feel like we're still pumping money into what's already beautiful. Why aren't we restoring what needs to be restored?
I believe it'd be great for the community and everybody else who likes to bring their kids and feed the ducks and enjoy the park in general.
It'll be fun. I don't know what they're gonna build, but I think it's gonna be cool.
During the roadway improvements this summer, the city is encouraging drivers to plan ahead, be cautious, and look for alternate routes if possible. In Huntsville, I'm Caleb Aguayo, Fox 54 News.
The majority of lane closures begin in July, and the roads will reopen when they're finished. Crews are expecting the pavilion construction to be finished by the end of the year. Tonight, we kick off the weekly Meet an Astronaut this summer with the first one. We'll take you to the U.S. Space and Rocket Center. Jordan, are we looking at more dry days ahead?
Yeah, eventually we are going to begin to dry out across the Tennessee Valley, just not right now. Scattered showers and thunderstorms this evening, more in the forecast on Friday. We'll discuss it in just a minute.
Over County 911, what's the address of your emergency room? Okay, your wife is in a bar, you said she's unresponsive?
This is what he's going to tell you. How to get out of that situation.
And I grabbed the gun.
Trying to find the first place to put a body.
No, sir.
The only thing they could do was kill him.
You want to say anything? We, the jury, and to find the defendant.
An adaptive athlete influencer in Florida's interaction during a traffic stop with a deputy from the Palm Beach County Sheriff has gone viral. It's after the deputy accused her of violating a hands-free driving law by holding a cell phone in her right hand which she doesn't have. While this traffic stop out of Florida is sparking debate online, Huntsville drivers should know the city has its own hands-free ordinance fully in effect. Under the law, drivers can't hold a phone while talking, texting, watching videos, recording video, or using the device for any text-based communication behind the wheel. The ordinance also makes it illegal to hold or support a phone with any part of your body while driving. The goal? To reduce distracted driving and encourage people to use Bluetooth, speakerphone, or hands-free features in cars. CNN's Patrick Cornell takes you to Florida to show the awkward exchange.
A traffic stop is going mega viral for the uncomfortable interaction after a Florida sheriff's deputy accuses a woman of holding a phone while driving.
You drove past me holding the phone with your right hand, manipulating that phone. I mean, I saw you with the phone in your hand.
Obviously not. So you want to just call this a day? Or?
I don't want to call it a day. You had a hand up manipulating the phone.
You just said my right hand.
Well, I thought I saw you with your right hand. You had a hand up.
The woman involved, Katie, who notes she's an adaptive athlete influencer, posted the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office body cam on Instagram and TikTok, where it's since garnered millions of likes and generated headlines across the internet. In the video, Katie shows she doesn't have a right hand. The deputy doubles down.
I'm asking you now, did you or not have your phone on your hand?
I did not.
You did not have your phone in your hand?
I did not.
Hand to God, you didn't have your phone in your hand?
Hand to God.
Despite the presented evidence, court records show Katie was given a $116 citation, but it was later dismissed at the request of the deputy involved.
Yeah, well, the traffic stop sparked millions of views online and continues to garner more views across several social media platforms. Well, meanwhile, whoa, that changed quickly. We just saw nothing but clouds and a break in the sky, and now we see rain from Rainbow Mountain. Wow, that happened rather quickly.
Yeah, showers and thunderstorms have really kind of fired up here over the last little bit of time, but let's go back. Let's talk about the elephant in the room.
I was waiting for you to go back.
I mean, we were not going to not go back. The fact that he doubled down.
Oh, he was adamant.
You know, she had no hand.
Yeah, well, the interesting thing about it, like, I had yet to see it until we aired it as a story for today. But yeah, apparently some of us in the newsroom have seen it before, but it's just, it is awkward, but it's also laughable.
Oh no, it's totally laughable. You would kind of assume that the gentleman in charge would have, you know, laughed it off and bid her a good day, but he seemed really confident that she was holding the phone, specifically in her right not hand.
Right. He gave her a ticket, but he eventually dropped it.
That's very good because, you know, it's pretty easy to prove that she was not holding the phone in her right hand. Live look from the top of Montesano. The picture of the rain is not as clear as the one we just had from Rainbow Mountain, but if you look off into the distance, you can definitely see some of that rain hanging out. Yeah, we have seen some showers and thunderstorms pop up over the last little bit. This activity's been hanging out over the last couple of hours, but it's kind of begun to strengthen and get its act together really over the last 25 or 30 minutes. Now, nothing severe here, but we are talking about some pockets of very heavy rain, maybe a little bit of thunder, a little bit of lightning, kind of following the Highway 72 corridor. So if you're still waiting on somebody to get home for dinner this evening, it's going to take them a couple of extra minutes because really, 72 from Huntsville all the way to Rogersville is talking about some very heavy rain, and that's going to be an unfortunate drive for those that are doing that this evening. I'm glad I'm here. Rogersville all the way back into Athens, back into Madison. Look at this, talking about some very heavy rain. Maybe the wind has picked up a little bit, just a little bit. Otherwise, the very heavy rain, a little bit of thunder, and a little bit of lightning. Some lighter precipitation once you get down towards Triana, back over into Owens Crossroads, 231, 431. All those folks talking about a little bit of rain. That rain in Owens Crossroads and 431 is rather unproblematic. But 565 is also talking about quite a bit of rain, especially kind of once you get on the west side of Madison. That area in between Madison and Huntsville has seen a little bit of improvement. Scattered showers and thunderstorms are going to stick with us. No surprise there as we head into Friday afternoon and Friday evening. So take note of that. for your Friday evening plans. Rain goes absolutely nowhere as we head into the overnight through the middle and later part of your Saturday morning. Showers and thunderstorms are going to be with us even as we head into Saturday afternoon. This activity might actually become a little more isolated as we head into Saturday evening, so good news, but does that mean you should leave the house without your umbrella? No, that would be a bad decision. Mostly dry as we head out the door for Sunday services and Sunday breakfast, but you should still take the umbrella because we're never really going to get rid of the opportunity for rain completely, and rain is going to fill back into the Tennessee Valley through Sunday afternoon and then as we head into Sunday evening. Rain chances finally begin to drop off by the time we get to Monday of next week and then really begin to fall off next Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. It's a warm evening, at least for those of us that have seen no rain. Those of us that have seen the rain are really beginning to see the temperatures drop off. 72 in Albertville, for example. Seeing the temperatures fall off in Athens, 79, 83 in Huntsville, a pair of 82s for both Pulaski and Fayetteville, sitting at 78 degrees right now in Scottsboro. It is also disrespectfully humid outside, so take note of that. Dropping into the upper 60s as we head into the overnight. Again, tomorrow is going to be one of those days. If you have really close access to a pool and you can take shelter from showers and thunderstorms very easily, then maybe you could spend some time at the pool. Otherwise, yeah, don't even bother trying. Temperatures climb into the lower 80s tomorrow afternoon. The weekend, not really going to be the greatest conditions for the pool either. Summer vacation is just not starting off on a high note. 82 and 80 for Saturday and Sunday. Pool days ahead, though, once we get to Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week.
If you're looking for live music and family fun this weekend, a 3-day festival in Huntsville will also help support music education across the Tennessee Valley. The Cigar Box Guitar Festival returns to Huntsville. You can check out the festival starting tomorrow through Sunday at Low Mill in the Orion Amphitheater. Organizers say you'll find live performances, workshops, local vendors, and activities for all ages. Sunday night ends with a benefit concert featuring Grammy-winning musician Gary Nichols alongside the famed gang of Muscle Shoals. Proceeds from ticketed events will benefit the Microwave Dave Music Education Foundation. This summer, U.S. Space and Rocket Center is hosting a weekly Meet an Astronaut event. The first event was today, featuring inspiration for mission astronaut Haley Arsenault-Leon. Arsenault-Leon took pictures, signed autographs, and had the chance to speak with both her kids and adults about her time in space. For the astronaut, these events are always fun for one special reason.
I love answering questions. Kids always have the best questions. They always stump me. I always hear something I've never been asked before. Today I got asked what was my hardest class in college, and I've never been asked that before. And so I just love doing meet and greets because I always get challenged by the different questions, but I'm always left very inspired.
Arsenault-Leon will stick around the Rocket City this Saturday for a presentation and book signing. If you want to check out the other astronauts coming to the Space and Rocket Center, find the full list on FOX54.com. Mo, what's going on with the World Cup?
Well, the U.S. men's national team recently arriving in the Atlanta metro area for practice. We'll talk to one of their captains about the journey next.
Fox 54 Plus has your news, sports, and weather. Start your evening with Fox 54 at 5:30, delivering the latest headlines and live reports straight from the scene. Then stay informed with Fox 54 News at 9, featuring your Tennessee Valley certified most accurate weather impact team, tracking everything from tornado threats to traffic delays during severe weather. Fox 54 Sports Extra brings you more of what sports fans crave, with deeper insights, expert analysis, and all the action that matters most. On Fox 54 Plus, you'll also find Alabama politics, plus 24/7 weather radar and real-time forecasts to keep you ahead of the storm. Looking for a quick recap? Don't miss Fox 54 Week in Review, highlighting the biggest stories of the week. Jumpstart your morning with Morning Rush, fast-paced news updates featured with uplifting stories from across the globe. Get your entertainment fix with Getting Real, where we break down movie reviews, top 10 lists, and spotlight the newest film. Die Hard fan? Locked On Sports dives deep into the Crimson Tide, the Tigers, college rivalries, and pro action. True crime warrior style? Killer Cases brings you gripping real-life stories that stick with you. Hungry for more? Cooking with Style serves up mouth-watering recipes that are easy to make and impossible to resist. From movie previews before you head to the theater with Take a Look, to must-know headlines from across the region and around the world with In the News. Watch all of these shows on demand and also on the Fox 54 News app. Available on Android and iOS devices. Streaming 24/7.
And good evening, everyone. The U.S. men's national soccer team officially announced its World Cup roster early in the week with a big celebration. Now the squad is training down in the Atlanta metro area. The red, white, and blue have 2 more tune-up matches ahead of the World Cup. Senegal on May the 31st and then Germany on June the 6th, as this squad looks to make a statement this summer. For the young USA team, their expectations are heightened because they are a host country.
We want this so bad, so you know, if you're not a little bit nervous, you don't feel it a little bit, you know, you don't care. So we care so much, and yeah, it means a lot to us. We want to do our best to represent this country best we can, and yeah, the nerves are there. You get the excitement, you feel those jitters, and now that we're here, hopefully we can just try to live in the moment and do the best we can.
All right, everyone, Fox Sports is your home for the world's biggest event, and that's the 2026 World Cup. The action on the pitch begins on June the 11th. You can see it all right here on Fox 54. From one version of football to another this afternoon, James Clemens, rising senior running back MJ Gideon committing to Vanderbilt. Last season, the 3-star recruit rushed for more than 1,200 yards, scored 15 touchdowns for the Jets on the ground. He added 36 catches for 287 yards and another touchdown with his receiving stats. Now he chose Vandy over the likes of Missouri, Ole Miss, Troy, South Alabama, and Appalachian State. Gideon and the Jets, they'll kick off their season against Austin High School on August the 21st. And coming up tonight in sports at 9 p.m. right here on Fox 54, we'll take you to the Women's College World Series for Alabama versus UCLA, and we'll check in with Athens basketball legend Richard Hendricks. Kanisha.
Thank you, Mo. Proposed limestone quarry near Gunnersville is drawing attention as state environmental officials prepare for the public hearing. Fox 54's Valentina Chalala has this story. And tonight on Fox 54 News at 9, Huntsville leaders take action on growing traffic noise near Research Park. A new request could trigger a state study, and we learn what it could mean for neighbors nearby. Republican voter turnout is dropping sharply across Alabama and in Madison County. Democrats just hit a milestone not seen in more than a decade. What's keeping GOP voters home? Tonight on Fox 54 News at 9. Before we let you go, another one for you, Mo. A newly identified prehistoric ocean predator is giving scientists a fresh look at life beneath ancient seas. Well, check this out. Paleontologists are calling this massive marine reptile Tylosaurus rex, or T-Rex of the sea, though. They say it lived about 80 million years ago, stretched up to 43 feet long, and hunted ancient fish, turtles, and other marine reptiles. Researchers identified the species after re-examining fossils discovered in Texas that had been misclassified for decades. That's an interesting looking fish.
See, that rendering makes him look much happier than I feel like he probably is.
Less treacherous, terrifying.
It makes it look rather
It almost looks like an ancient alligator.
Right. With fins?
With fins, yeah, that's it.
I like that. All right, well, we'll have more show for you later on tonight at 9. We'll see you then.